Savage! You can do it! It's so cool. It is, it's just so cool. In fact, Randy, I know exactly I've got exactly what this car needs. Hunter, could you hold this? Hmm? Could you hold this? Yes. Yes, here, hold this. Just keep, it's still recording. Exactly what it's meant to do. What? A car that goes over a curb? No. Besides that. This is much better. Don't get the Mercedes stuck. That thing's way heavier. You just need one of these. That's all. Oh, that's cool. Is that an empty bottle? No. It's full of what? No, it's not full of NOS. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Savage Garage. I am Randy Savage. We are here today with my R34. We just got it back from paint protection. It is looking phenomenal. Let's do a little overview of the car and show you what's going on. So before we get to that, it's time for Randy Savage's favorite part of the day. Let's get paid. Today's video sponsored by Anson Belts. Anson Belts is a holeless belt micro adjustability system. It has 30 different options for 1/4 inch apart settings. These custom belts are a one size fit all. You can actually cut the belt down to your own fitting. What's also great is that you can mix and match all the different styles of belts and buckles. Anson Belts is a 100% family owned business. It also has a lifetime warranty, so if you ever have a defect with your bolt, you contact Anson Belts and they take care of you. So these belts are really solid. They're strong, see? Hurry and click the link in the descriptions to get a box set of 3 straps and 2 buckles, or 3 buckles and 2 straps. That's 6 belt combinations, all for $100. You're gonna love these belts. So check out in the link in the description, Anson Belts. Find yours today. Yeah, I got it. You got that. For those of you who don't know, this is my R34, my 1999 Nissan Skyline. It is one of my favorite cars. I picked it up about 3 months ago, and it has been in paint correction, and we had to do some work on the bumper. We did a few modifications to it, but we're gonna do a lot more modifications to it. The great thing about the car right now is the paint is so deep, it's unbelievable. I mean, it truly is unbelievable. We had a full headlight correction. We had the full front bumper we had to pull off and actually get paint in from Japan, the actual spec code paint for this, to make it absolutely perfect, because we're talking about a 1999 car here. You know, if you don't have the exact paint to begin with, and then be able to add a little bit of, patina and age to it, it just doesn't work. This came out perfect. Not a single chip, not anything. The carbon hood with everything with the PPF is glowing. The interior looks phenomenal. I'm super happy with the way this car came out. I cannot wait to beat the hell out of this thing. We are gonna have a great time with it. I'm also gonna take it over to Carl And Carl's the same guy who did our tuning for the NSX. He is gonna take this thing and bring it up. I think we're gonna go for about 750, 800 wheel horsepower. I don't wanna go too crazy. I don't want a 1200 horsepower car. There's no point in it. It's not usable. It's not, you know, it's bad for the car. This car is, you know, valuable. Everybody knows. I mean, it is an R34. They're valuable to begin with. I don't want to screw this car up. It's important to me. I know all you JDM fans out there, like, send it full tilt, blow it, you know. Let's enjoy the car. Let me get 800 horsepower, 750, 800. Let me see how I feel about it. Right now, even sitting here at 500 horsepower, this thing will do donuts, burnouts. Yes, it may not pull on every single car, but again, it's a manual car, obviously. So we're not looking to have the biggest drag race car on the planet here. If I was doing that, I'd pull the gearbox out and do a sequential and go nuts, but that's not happening. Well, comment below if you want that to happen.
So what were you saying about the headlights? That's interesting.
So the headlights actually have first of all, they're bi-xenon headlights, but they have a leveling system in it. And you can actually set it for like long distance or close distance.
Really?
Manually. And you can actually like, I won't turn on, never mind, sorry. Sorry, Jimbo. So let's turn on the lights, and if you watch,
Hold on.
I don't know if it's actually,
Let me see.
I don't know if you can actually see it.
Hold on. Oh, I see it.
It's
Okay.
barely. Yep, you can see the mist.
That's insane. That's nuts.
Yeah, it got it.
So what's cool also is they have all the original Nismo receipts and everything for all the Nismo parts and everything with the original warranty cards. So that's kind of cool.
All Japanese stuff.
Exactly. And I'm sure if it's translated, it'll sound like, you know, Spunky Sunrise has a wonderful day, and we are here because of the joyfulness of the Nissan. Something like that.
Use much care to install parts.
Right.
Will make me very happy.
Right. I'm a owner of Detail Boutique down in Miami. I'm not obviously the guy down there doing the paint corrections and everything, but I will tell you that paint correction and all the steps to make the car look to this level, there's a big difference between a paint correction and just basically doing a detail on a car. A detail on a car, you can do in an afternoon, you know, whatever. You can literally clean the car, make it look nice and shiny, but it's not gonna get the swirl marks out. It's not gonna penetrate into the clear coat. The clear coat needs to be brought back out nice and smooth and clean. That's what removes the swirl marks. And that's why when it's all done, that's why you expel wrap your car so nothing can ever penetrate it, and it will always look clean. The first step, obviously, is actually correcting the paint. So that takes everything from polishing, buffing, over and over again, taking a high-end light and going through, removing all the swirl marks. So there's no swirl marks on this car. We're talking about a 21-year-old black car. So that is a lot. We'll do a little comparison, show you what Jimbo's black Benz is. He hasn't had paint correction on that yet, and it's the same year. Oh, it's a 97.
It's, yeah, 97.
97. So we'll show you the difference in the swirl marks comparative. There is no swirl marks on this car at all. Then on top of it, then the expel wrap goes on. So that basically is like plastic wrapping your car with very high-end material, so nothing can penetrate through the paint. Obviously, you can get a rock and stuff like that, and it might chip up the PPF, but that's the point, so it doesn't hit the paint. You'd have to have a really hard, you know, hit to actually get through the PPF and do that. My Lamborghini, my SVJ, actually got backed up on by a Ford F-150 with the tow hitch on it and hit the front of my hood. My paint wasn't even touched. My expel was ripped up. It looked horrible, but the car was fine. Next on top of it goes the ceramic coating. The ceramic coating is to protect it from all the elements. That literally will make the car just bead off. Actually, hand me that water. This isn't just, so you can see it here. This isn't just like wax. This literally
Goodbye.
Yep. I mean, it's not even there. It's not even touching it. I can just wipe it off. And it's amazing. If you do this to clothing, it just like runs right off.
That door is a little bit heavier, isn't it?
Just a little bit, yeah, right?
That door weighs.
It's such a tank. This is such a tank. I love this car, actually. I mean,
The limo tint.
I
dude.
would love to have had this car new. You know, just brand new, like right now, like find one that's never been driven before. Wow.
It's bad, isn't it?
Well,
It's a Florida car.
one of the things that people do when they test paint is they take a dry. Let me actually. I don't think we. Yeah, I do actually. Hold on. They take a microfiber towel, nice clean microfiber towel, and you rub it along the paint. And if it pulls nice and smooth, it just, you feel it. It feels beautiful. Now, this car, if you see it, it's like tugging.
Yeah.
There is no, the clear coat is gone. It's there somewhere, maybe. But as you can see on the paint, I don't know if you can actually get this with your camera.
Oh yeah. No, I see it.
You can actually see these are like, this is acid and all that stuff, like from rain and from bird shit and all that. The swirl marks are where you, looks like you took a Brillo pad and tried to shine your car. But I mean, obviously you bought it like this. So yeah, I mean, it definitely would look 100% better if we did it. I mean, things like this, obviously corrosion and rust and all that stuff, those things can be blended a little bit better, but not without taking the whole car apart and painting it. Looking at the trunk here, you know, we talked about, again, that's the same thing with all the acid and all the scratches and all that. This would all have to be sanded down and literally buffed, like all the different levels of grit and everything to bring out the shine, and then you'd probably still have an ugly car. No, I don't. It'd be a lot better. It'd be 100% better. No, we're gonna bring this down to Miami.
Yeah, we should. This is a proper car if you're rolling around in Miami, though.
Oh, totally.
This is such a proper car to
Oh,
roll
yeah.
around in
You
Miami.
get totally pulled over with this. And the great thing is you only get pulled over for a 10.
Yeah. Well, I already did that once.
You got pulled over already for it, right?
Yeah. That's a video coming
I
up.
haven't seen the.
It's brilliant. He got on video, like he's sitting there with the camera zoomed. He's like, "Wait for it, Jimbo's about to get pulled over. Wait for it," and lights.
I saw the cops stop and talk to Austin behind Jimbo, and I was like, there's no one in front of this cop. He wants to get Jimbo. And I grabbed the camera and like watched him get behind Jimbo. I was like, wait for it. And right as he turned, lights on. I was like, there
Oh,
it
that's
is.
perfect.
Oh, it's
That's
brilliant.
Awesome.
So Jimbo's getting pulled over. He's about to. He wants to get in front of him. And wait for it. There it is.